Hello, this is Kate, and this is Game 10 for Boston in the competitive league that I play in. Tonight we're facing off against Orange, who went by the name Van Halen during this season. That's brutal. Look away. You know, it's so funny. I put in all this work to be a modern goaltender, and still, for some reason, my warm-up stance is circa 1988. A nice straightforward save to start the game. I do wish I didn't slingshot my stick like that. I wish I was a bit more controlled with my stick movements sometimes. This goal for a former teammate. I mean, to start with, it's a perfectly placed shot off the post and in. Those are always tough for me to get. I'm standing in an okay spot to face this shot, but unfortunately, as is common with me in these videos, I have my toes pointed up ice. If I twist my body and have myself facing square to the puck, I take more of the net away and I get the advantage of being in the right spot. Because I have my toes pointed up ice, I'm losing that advantage of being in the right place and giving her more of the net to shoot at. Do a very good job here of picking up sight in time on this shot that goes through half the skaters on the ice before it gets to me, and end up coming away with a really nice save and even a follow-up. This shot took me a bit by surprise. I expected her to make a move to get around the defender, and she ends up taking a quick shot instead. Fortunately for me, I got that pad down just fast enough to squish that puck down to the ice. I do well to get this save here, but again, I'm facing with my shoulders and my toes up ice, and I'm just sort of leaning towards the puck and looking towards the puck. I do end up squaring up as I'm making the save, but she's coming in so quickly. If she gets an extra step on me, the way I'm standing with my whole body facing up ice, if she gets a little bit around me, she has the entire net to shoot at. So while I do get the save, I'm not putting myself in the best situation to make the save, especially if she ends up shooting above the pads. Ultimately, my defender is the one that ends up stopping the shot on net, but I definitely should have gotten my paddle out there and attempted to stop the forward from passing to themselves off the boards, basically. It's such a dangerous shot to let them have. And that's the end of the first period. My small arm's just long enough to get that one. I do so well here to locate the puck after it hits the post because I do not have the luxury to spend time looking for this puck. If I did not pounce on it immediately, that was going in. And I actually had to check the net to make sure I did get my glove down in time because she was there so fast on that rebound. Little extra love to the post there for making the first save. I do a great job to get a toe on this breakaway save. And for once, I'm actually square to the puck on this breakaway. She did me a favor and came straight down the middle this time. Probably should have been able to contain this rebound, but I'm still working on that whole cradling the puck to your chest thing. Harder to master when you can only work on it during games. doing a pretty good job in this one of mostly planting my feet before having to make saves. Very nice to see. I was so confused by this whistle because I did not feel the net go off at all. I feel like most of the refs we have would have just fixed the net and let the play continue on, but not going to complain. Honestly, this goal just happened so fast that I'm not sure I'm likely to get this one in most situations. That said, it hits the top of the cuff of my glove and sort of rolls over. If I'm attacking towards the shot with the pocket facing the puck, I have a better chance of the puck going into my glove and not, hitting the edges of it. If I'm getting my body leaning into the shot, I have a better chance to make the save. Instead, I'm sort of actually falling away from where the puck is going. But again, everything just happened so fast. I just wasn't able to react quickly enough to the situation. And that's the end of the second period. Did well to get the first save here, but man, I was out to lunch for the follow-up shot, and I get so lucky that it just barely clears the crossbar. And oh my gosh, I just need to be pushing to that far post and not spreading my arm out and waiting to see if I need to dive or not. And my former teammate completes her hat trick. That's usually how it goes with us. Either I shut her out completely or she gets a hat trick. This one in particular, I was really frustrated with myself over. I was very disappointed I chose to go down into the RVH while she was moving across the net, just letting myself assume that she's going to shoot it. And so I just go down and give her all the time in the world to go easily around me and put it in the far side. I was also frustrated that I have this habit of reaching out with my paddle when it would have been a lot better to project my blocker towards the puck. It would cut off a lot more of the net and give me a much better chance of making a difficult save like that. And that is the end of the game. Unfortunately for us, this one ended in a 3-0 loss. Overall, even though I end up letting in 3 goals in this one, I feel like I did a good job, generally speaking. I feel like at least 2 of those goals were improbable for me to hope to get the save on them. I think I did a decent job of staying at the top of the crease and having my feet planted when I needed to make saves. I did have a bit of an issue with staying square with the puck, but there were plenty of times during the game when I was properly square, so just a few lapses in judgment that I'd love to avoid, but nobody plays a perfect game. But overall, I think I'm moving well and I'm usually in the places I need to be to give myself the best chance to be making saves. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.